to make a fellow superhero feel inadequate. Glad it's not leg day.
You feel like trying out those new muscles of yours?
Sir, we have intense geological events all over the country.
Are you working with D.A. Sinclair? He turned people into monsters.
You don't waste people like that. You reform them. You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
You know that was different.
Mark, we can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
Kid Omni-Man is here!
He told me the O was for Oliver.
Cecil, I can never trust you with either Mark or Oliver's lives, no matter what.
Ouch.
Oliver, you gotta look out for other people.
You guys are in big trouble!
Aw, you want to call for help? Too bad.
You're outnumbered and outclassed.
And out of luck.
And now I say something.
With you on our side, we can win this war. I'm not on anyone's side. I disgraced my people. So help me, Mark, and whatever that other kid's name is, stop the Empire.
What are you hiding in here?
The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
From you, Mark.
Is that all you got? I will never work for you again. We're done.
It's time for a change.
In more ways than one.
You look amazing!
I don't know. Feels a little serious.
Put this here instead.
This is like when it's like, oh, don't worry. In the new Yu-Gi-Oh episode, we're giving Kaiba new cards for his deck, and then he just summons the same fucking dragon again.
If anything else, fleeing further upwards, surpassing the realm of geographical possibility, we are carried beyond the height of anything seen until now, to a path covered in naught but rugged rocks and ridiculously violent weather.
Why is the sky on fire?
It's a gender reveal party. Before finally rising to the mighty summit of the Jagged Peak, where we will await the entrance of a mighty foe.
What a cool fucking arena. Look at this shit. There he is. Bale.
Curse you, Bale!
Can someone give this man an Oscar right now? This is the best voice acting in video game history.
I hereby vow you will rue this day, for we have come to hunt thee, Bale, your fears made flesh.
I also love how Bale the Dread is based on the Game of Thrones dragon Balerion the Dread, and Egon is based off Aegon the Conqueror, the Targaryen. Like, the reference is obvious. I know, because I've already consumed Game of Thrones lore, and all lore will be consumed.
Hold your rotten hide with a hail of harpoon, with every last drop of my being.
Am I even supposed?
He's just sitting there yelling. Like, dude, you have walked in on the messiest sex life of all creation.
To be here? Here we are.
This is what Destiny's chat leaks look like.
Are finally fighting Bale the Dread, Twisted King of the Jagged Mountain. Or more accurately, watching Egon fight Bale for us. And he's doing a really good job so far.
Not really, but dude gets annihilated. It's just bro watching his parents fighting at 3 a.m. No!
Now, if you weren't already disregarding me as an accurate guide, then let this fight be a lesson to you. Because you are
This fight is so hard, but this is when you notice that Egon is the main character. You are the NPC.
Definitely not supposed to win this yet, and I definitely don't care. Genuinely just raw dog this guy for like 4 hours straight.
Honestly, this dude killed me so many times. So many fucking times. And his phase 2 is one of the most brutal awakening. I fought him. Okay, so this was one of the first bosses that I fought in the DLC. I just speed ran straight to this guy. All right? He's learning his dad's drunk attack patterns. True. And you're fighting this guy. And as I'm fighting him, and fighting him, and fighting him, for an hour, I eventually get to phase 2. Phase 2 happens, and I'm like, nope, coming back to him way later. Nope, no, 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 no. Not dealing with this again. No, sir, no, sir. Holy shit. He does the equivalent of Madara dropping a couple of meteors on the fucking Shinobi Alliance.
Miyazaki wants the epileptics in the audience to just die in real life.
Bail the Dragon has a dreadful arsenal of attacks, each one requiring their own reactions and responses, with a consistently small margin of error that will keep you guessing for a
Look how bullshit this is, and you didn't even see phase 2 yet.
very long boss fight, and some of the funniest damage that a nuclear weapon is capable of, including but not limited to swipe attacks.
Dude, Russia just emailed President Zelensky the fucking Bail the Dread boss fight, and that was it. You didn't even need to say anything else. Like, dude.
Grab attacks, extremist attacks, and a significant amount of the color orange, making for a battle that is as beautifully chaotic as it is violently explosive. Because Lord knows this boss fight has plenty of that. You shall know fear yet. Egon, can you, like, shut the fuck up soon?
No, Egon's easily the best part of this fight.
This battle truly feels like an epic hunt against the likes of a terrifying beast, with a...
It really does. This is easily the best dragon boss I've ever fought in any video game ever. Like, it really shows you the insane power that this shit has, and it's a fair fight despite being brutal.
Mesmerizing barrage of blows whose haunting splendor can only be matched by their daunting power, especially when the majority of attacks take out half of my health bar.
Dude, he is not showing to phase 2 for some reason.
They got everything right in regards to both presentation and gameplay, but what I didn't anticipate was that they expect the same out of you, putting our patience to the ultimate test while making for a challenge that is so good I forgot that I handicapped myself. You know what, Egon? You can have this one.
Oh, no.
To put it simply, each moment spent with Bail the Dread is a thrilling dance between life and death, filled to the brim with the desolation of bitter defeat, alongside the thrill of glorious victory. And I made sure to enjoy every single second of it.
Dude, honestly, it was very fun.
As
When you want bedtime to be a good time.
Good night, sweetheart.
long as it fucking takes.
There, that's phase 2. He showed it for like a half a second. Alright, so after you get him to about half health, this bastard flies in the air, circles around the ring, and drops meteors at you. I fucking love his montages. They're all so good. Dude, I'm losing my voice. Every time I see Egon, I lose my voice from yelling bail.
That took me 20 hours to make.
Yep, understandable.
Hey there guys, Max over here. Big fan of the concept of music. And as
does he have a second sponsor in this video? Oh my god!
As a result of the deal that I made with a wizard, I am morally obligated to alert you that the song you just heard, and this song, was all made by a special artist and friend of the channel, Cthulhu Seeker. That is a crazy composer named who primarily makes covers that sound like sex with Jesus feels. How is this legal to use? And if you happen to be a fan of a game called Elden Ring, which you know, maybe, then you may be interested in his entire album of synthwave covers specifically for this game, on an actual vinyl record and cassette tape available in the description store now. Please buy it. It would sound really good if I owned anything. Also, he recently did the exact same thing for an obscure game called Dark Souls 3. So if you're a fan of the music in this video, and also 2 previous videos, take a look at Cthulhu Seeker. His stuff can be found in the description.
Hell yeah. No, not her! Dude, I love how Synthetic Man, I beefed with Synthetic Man over this shit because he's some guy who makes like anti-woke videos, and I have nothing but respect for shitting on games that like pander and put random propaganda points into their video games. But to say that Elden Ring DLC is woke because there is a strong female knight has got to be the craziest fucking take of all time.
So after defeating the vile, loathsome Baal on behalf of the now vaporized Captain Ahab, we move on through the Spear-Engraved Plains once again, continuing across the Great Bridge to the Grand Castle of Ensis.
Alright.
They're very nice people if you get to know them.
No, they are not. No, they are racist, genocidal maniacs.
An impressive and imposing structure standing in the path of the Shadowkeep Beyond. And also, where I was supposed to go in the first place, but for real this time. Very easy.
True. It is so easy to get distracted.
In this game. Castellensis is a bit of a weird location, and a great way to tell new players that it is time to stop playing now. Featuring many twists and turns with the distinct architectural vibes of the once populated Academy of Raya Lucaria, the fate of which I am not currently aware of.
Yeah, who knows what happened there? All I know is there's this foot lady and these children, and they all died somehow. I think Anakin got involved.
Except this time featuring so many impaled corpses that it began to destroy my computer. And the 15 particle effect throwers are not fucking helping right now. Here we can acquaint ourselves with the numerous cracked out enemies strewn about these puzzling paths, as well as the population of the starving dog pit.
Yeah!
Every single castle has to have one.
That's true. If you don't
Move on to the next logical target is erratically moving onwards in the vague direction of the exit, and acquainting ourselves with the classical Carrion hospitality.
True. You just slashed that guy 8 times. I'm having you know, this will not work. Why the fuck does this random generic enemy, of which there are 12 of them, why, in every room, why do they have healing power?
Only I am allowed to heal. That is illegal. We ascend to the very center of the Dread Fortress, and consequently, to the formidable Twin Moon Knight.
Yeah, she fucked me a good couple of times. Listen, I'm just saying. My favorite part about her attack combos is the fact that they end. It's not like she just strikes 4,000 times in a row without stopping. Listen, I'm not into pegging, but her? Bro.
Rellana Twin Moon Knight is the very confusingly named Rude Awakening for players of all strides who, in their hubris and pride, thought they would be able to experience the game they bought.
What a fool. What a fool. The way you experience this game is literally hitting roadblocks every 20 minutes. You play the game for 20 minutes, you hit a 4-hour roadblock. You play the game for 20 minutes, you had another 4-hour roadblock.
Bet you're feeling pretty silly right now. This boss has—
Just wait until you see her testicle drop technique. It's pretty insane.
Has every single trait that you could possibly consider difficult, with extreme
endless combos,
aggression, incredible mobility, an astonishing amount of variation, and to top it all off, just enough magic to make you feel uncomfortable.
And you think her attacks are annoying when she hits you with like a magic attack? Every magic attack has a follow-up.
Meticulously designed in every aspect to induce an instinctive, primordial panic response, and then immediately punish you for it, with the majority of attacks. And
this is the boss that reminds you that you're bad at the game. Like, there is no boss I feel like that does that better than this. Panic rolling against her is your death. You roll at the wrong time, and she will make you feel that shit.
With an optional combo extension, which itself can also be extended, so on and so forth. Like, holy shit, dude, please relax for a second. Proving definitively that the most threatening bosses in the game are not dragons, giants, or lions.
They're random night people.
But are in fact 9-foot-tall women.
Bro! This is just like real life every time. This is literally just real life.
What did Miyazaki mean by this?
There's some deep metaphor in the 9-foot-tall women that fuck your ass.
Sorry about what happened to your sister, by the way. And your nieces. The divorce really hit this family hard. So after a long series of lessons on how not to be so terrible, Rellana finally enters phase 2 by buffing herself in the
Yep, in the Dark Souls fashion. Dude, look how gorgeous this looks.
Coolest way that I have ever seen, which, on top of giving her an excessive amount of fiery fury and magic mavings,
it reawakens your PTSD from fighting Pontiff Sullivan in Dark Souls 3.
Enables her to use her ultimate signature Carrion sorcery.
Testicle drop technique. I've been saying this forever. If he makes that same joke, I am just saying it is not pre-watched. I made this joke first.
Her massive balls.
I was pretty close. And then she drops them. Bang! 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 It's unfair. It's like, it's the just stop playing technique. She fucking fries your computer and your brain cells.
Yeah, so this fight's gonna take me a second. I have never had so much fun getting obliterated.
True, this is the most fun I ever had being impaled by a woman. Dude, what a great fucking montage every time. Bro does not miss. For real, bro don't miss.
So, you've made it after all. Then I welcome you most dearly
I will betray you, woman.
to the land of Shadow Altus. Golden, beautiful, and yet eternally marked by our sin.
Awkward, awkward.
Look over there, Pookie Bear.
Please stop saying that.
To the north lies a fortress known as the Shadow Keep.
Ooh.
An oppressive, towering citadel
Oh.
of a war long won.
Yeah, if it's long won, then why is it still? Oh, genocide, racism. Oh, never mind. Allegations confirmed.
Or long lost. Though, were it not for the charm that kindly Mikola has placed upon me, I too would rip your heart out and kill you.
Based mind control women. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I mean, don't take that in the wrong way. I just mean.
What?
It is how I show affection, honey.
Dude, stay away from these women. You cannot fix them. They are not fixable. You cannot fix them. Okay, stop.
Your objective, as is mine, is to enter the confines of the Black Keep.
You think just because you, a whammon, is gonna tell me what to do, I'm gonna just listen to appease you? You are correct.
Climbing its tallest palisades and reaching the very heart of darkness.
Mesmer time.
Mesmer the Impaler
Yeah, this is a freaking cool boss.
lies in its darkest goon cave.
Okay, now I know why Bao is voicing this snake.
Everywhere I go, every smile I see, I know you are there, smiling back at me.
Snake.
Waiting for the embrace of a mother who will never return.
It's honestly such a tragic backstory, right? Like, this dude is like the kid that Marika didn't like, banished to the Shadow Realm to just commit an eternity of atrocities against this fucking nation. Just completely and utterly abandoned. Like, that's pretty dark, bro. That's pretty freaking dark and sad. Like, I love the fucking lore in Elden Ring. It is truly incredible. Mommy issues to the extreme.
He is what is required for us to reach kindly Mikola. For us to witness the power of a living god. For us to finally officiate
She's having way too good of a time.
our marriage.
What? Wait, what? Huh? What?
Excuse me, lady?
Kindly Mikola was thee who shipped us tarnished.
No, stop!
It must happen. You cannot fix me. And I
Didn't see that going.
want at least 12
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna
children whose names
work
all
on the key
start
thing
with the
now.
same letter.
All right, let's go.
Welcome, everyone, to the scarred and radiant landscape of Skadu. Skadu. It's pronounced Shadow Altus. A beautiful domain of golden glades and horrifying hollows, punctuated occasionally by the gigantic bear attacks. Because
How is he gonna fit all the rest of the bosses in this video? It's crazy.
we have done a very bad job of preventing forest fires. A place well kept within the shadows of the Shadow Keep. And most importantly, fabled home of the ancient and revered
The Kung Fu guy.
technique of beating the shit out of people with your bare hands.
Yes, the legendary technique of putting your hand into somebody else's face.
And no, I do not mean the actual bare hands. That is different, apparently. I would genuinely be embarrassed if I was killed by this. Like, imagine dying to a bear.
A dark circle won't stop that monster. I'm running for my life.
Heading to the north, we come across this secret cave, leading us to a secret path. Very, very far to the east, to the extent that it is disturbing. Before finally reaching the headwaters of the Scorpion River, which is seemingly called that
Flying Scorp. Wait, I think I missed this area. I don't even know if I've been here.
for no particular reason. This is the most horrifying.
Dude, imagine taking scorpions and giving them wings. You, like, what the fuck hell pit did you crawl out of to come up with that shit?
Thing I've seen in my life, and is home to a fan favorite selection of enemies here on tour from the charming land of Caelid.
Yep. Caelid references.
It's favorite enemies.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the cum.
Yeah, with the cum weapons.
Shrimps.
The cum shrimps.
Just don't go to the Scorpion River, and definitely don't go to the funny Deathblight catacombs that were extremely bugged in co-op.
Oh, you gotta be.
Oh my fucking god, bro is not okay.
Let's do this. Yeah.
What the fuck? Squidward, if you get blasted, we are going to die.
What makes you say that?
you guys are freaking out over nothing. What the hell you gotta be afraid of in here?
I have been here. Never mind. I've been here. I have been here. I remember that fucking ceiling falling on your ass every day.
Always happy to help, buddy. Shadow Altus is home to many a mysterious location, with some of the highlights including such scenes as the big fort with a giant dead body pit.
True! If it doesn't have a giant dead body pit, then your fort's missing something. It's classic forts.
But to get to my favorite location in these luminous landscapes, we must head below the buried ruins of Morth and emerge deep within the confines of the very normal village with a minor obsession with arts and crafts, second only to their obsession with sharp.
Dude, I love how it's like, you want an enemy that's just brutally unfair? Oh, we'll just take a naked guy and give him a big fucking pointy stick.
Their tools as much as humanly possible. Watch, he's gonna do it again. There he goes. Oh, there he goes again. Okay, he's getting some space. Why? Sharpening the sword.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's gonna make sure his sword is.
Gotta love me some of that lore-accurate kitchenware. So after
that was the most telegraphed somebody once told me moment of all time.
A few minutes of watching a bunch of naked men straight up jork it, we follow the bridge northwards through the darkest forest in all of Skadu Altis, dodging a series of familiar encounters before finally finding ourselves approaching the cathedral of Manus Meter.
Hey! Oh, he's doing the finger ruins, guys, because there is not enough time in this video to cover the rest of the bosses. He skipped the fucking Frenzy Flame boss. He skipped the fucking Ramana, Saint of the Bud, who I think is one of the coolest bosses. Unless he's doing a second part to this Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree video.
So here we have a wonderful selection of NPC companions, such as the mentally stable man.
I love this mentally stable man. He's so cool.
Who, if you so...
Bro, by the way, in my giant beef with the guy who was calling Elden Ring woke and cringe, this guy's called the Mother of Fingers. Like, Mother is his title because the Mother of Fingers is like some alien monster or whatever. And it's like, it's a man who is a mother. It's so woke. I'm just saying, I really love some of my dramas that I've been in the past. It's a good time. It's a good time to be on the internet. Listen, I piss off a lot of people. If you want to see me pissing off people, go to my second channel.
Choose leads you down an unsettling questline whose purpose is to reveal the secret truth hidden just beyond the stars, eventually unveiling the dark underlying reality sitting within the very heart of the deformed finger dimension.
Yeah!
What the fuck are they?
He pleases all women.
Putting in Japan's drinking water. We also have this.
Yeah, dude, it's just this finger chimera.
It's a cool guy named
cool lady.
He's Sauron. It's literally...
It is Sauron.
Just Sauron. Like, how am I supposed to take this seriously? So after our incredible meeting with the Finger family final boss, we decide to head to the north of Skadu Altis, riding through the ominous Black Gate and into the very, very long tunnel, before finally emerging within the confines of the Shadow Keep. Dark fortress of eternal occupation.
Yep, that sounds pretty fucking awful.
Oppressive hold of Messmer the Impaler, and specifically the very bottom of the Shadow Keep. This is just like a...
Dude, this part was so annoying with the water levels and everything.
Genuinely...
Then you have to fight another one of those stupid fucking sunflower bosses. Wait, there's no way he finishes the actual game, right? Like, it's gonna end on Messmer. He still has to fight the boar guy. He still has to fight the sunflower guy. He still has to fight the fucking Frenzy Flame guy. The final boss. Like, there's no way he wraps it up in this video.
Massive game. Like, can I have my life back, please? Now, Shadowkeep...
Yeah, honestly, when this DLC came out, I literally had no life for a week. Like, I had a week of my life literally ripped from my rectum.
Is actually accessible from two completely different angles. The side entrance, beginning in the Church District, leads both high above this tower's soaring walls and down below to a variety of beautiful and diverse ways to die, each of which I will be returning to when I remember to do them. And the main entrance, starting...
Oh, so he skipped them. I guess he is gonna make a part 2.
With a steep ascent, leads us into the depths of the Citadel itself. But in order to access this rambunctious route, we have to first prove ourselves against the randomly placed hippo exhibit.
Yeah! Dude, this guy, I never understood it, but I just walked in a room, there was a big hippo, and I didn't ask questions. I already killed Bale at this point. Shit was easy.
Because no evil fortress is complete without one.
Listen, all right, I'm keeping up the checklist here, okay? If you want an evil fortress, you need A, doctrine that involves massive amounts of fascism and racism. B, a giant pile of charred corpses in your basement. C, a pit of bloodthirsty hounds to eat your asshole. And C, a giant random animal. In this case, a hippo.
Oh. Oh, what? Is that a hippo?
Yeah, they just keep a hippo in the basketball court, dude.
Oh, never mind.
It's a hippo hedgehog! You fool! You fool! You thought Elden Ring would have an animal that's just a regular animal? No, 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 no! No, no, no! If you learned anything from the scorpions with wings, this is a rhino, hippo, rat, porcupine creature.
It's Super Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my fucking god! Dude, no, the hippo went super. It literally is. It literally is. This is just a Sonic villain. This is Dr. Eggman's newest creation to just piss on the moon.
As you can probably tell by this point, Shadowkeep is not so much of a fortress or castle, as much as it is an insane version of Langdale. And that was an entire metropolitan area, with numerous complex interconnected paths leading both outside the castle and within. And outside the castle, and within again. It's really hard to tell if you're getting lost.
I had no idea where the fuck I was going. I just somehow eventually bumped into the enemy. Like, I was literally just wandering through these hallways, jumping on bookcases and giant, floating skeletons and shit. And then eventually I just ended up at the boss fight. This is literally how you get around New York.
Welcome to the evil place where all of the bad people live, as opposed to Scatawaltis, which only contains very nice people in it.
Yeah!
Here we can familiarize ourselves with...
The thing about Elden Ring is that it's just, the groups of people in Elden Ring are just the worst people, and then the even worse people, and then the even worse people.
The Shadowkeep's many distinct locations, and subsequently its very distinct residents, which can range from a series of...
I hate those Fire Knight guys. Especially, they have this one delayed fireball attack that is just, it is just designed to be mean.
Unique and challenging Fire Knights, all the way over to the paraplegic gravity wizard riding a pig.
I hated that guy too, because his hitbox was all kind of fucked when the game came out.
Which I thought was a pretty fun fight, and would be even more enjoyable if I remembered how I got here. Every single copy of Elden Ring is personalized, and this one is trying to give me a stroke. Miyazaki intended for him to move at that speed. It is just part of the game.
I love how they take like this, like you just fought a giant hippo, okay? And here you are, you're up against this guy on a giant boar, Hagrada! And they give him the most fucking insane flips of all time. Like, this dude is just triple flipping in the air. Just fucking psycho gymnast pig over here. And his hitbox was all kinds of fucked.
Rolling further onward at an appropriate speed, we progress further into the Black Bastion by ascending...
That was the attack I was talking about.
Onward at an appropriate speed,
This fireball! He shoots it out, and then it just floats there for like 10 seconds, and then at some random point in time, it flies at you. There's no way to predict this shit. It is such an, like, why would they come up with that?
Into the Black Bastion by ascending into the Specimen Storehouse.
Dude! These are the giant floating animal bones that you have to jump on.
Amazing and aloft archive containing all of the charismatic megafauna that Mesmer the Impaler was very nice to.
Yeah.
Which is why everyone in Belorod...
See, when Mesmer had a really hard time genociding the people, he decided to move on to extincting certain animals, to move back to genociding the people. He took a break from genocide to commit genocide.
Was so welcoming to me.
He's a very nice guy once you get to know him, okay? He has mommy issues.
This area is extremely confusing. Almost as confusing as my video structure. With some paths guiding us high above this looming library.
I love how they had to shoot him with a fireball on the way down. It's like you fall off a cliff and then they still shoot you with a fireball.
Eventually culminating in the discovery of a secret elevator. One that takes us all the way back down to Scatawaltis again.
For some reason.
So that's how I got here. Yeah. While others lead to some incredibly important lore revelations.
Tarnished, you're finally here.
No! This guy, unironically, is the good guy. The fact that this guy is the only good guy in the DLC has got to be the craziest twist of all time. The DLC is just a group of incredibly bad dudes, and this guy, who's kind of nice, but then you realize that the person that this guy's working for is a fucking monster. Moog.
Secret plot was to tell you that will surely have great story implications.
I just want to have a conversation
surrounding the late Lord Moog.
How would this make people following me?
Bro is literally dropping the Twitter docs. He's dropping the fucking Twitlonger link with all the information to prove Lord Moog's innocence.
I blame you for this.
The allegations were false.
This is it, guys. This is the joke that I've been setting up the entire video. It's time for us to climb the giant feat.
You can't make this shit up.
This is a mandatory part of the level. Miyazaki wanted this for you.
Why are you laughing, Max?
Oh, you don't want to know, man. It is a From Software secret.
Dude, Miyazaki just likes feet. What can I say? Bro likes feet. Bro likes feet, and he knows that. Listen, he's doing this the kosher way, okay? Dan Schneider ran Nickelodeon. He put in that weird foot fetish shit in like iCarly and whatever. That's fucked up. But this dude knows a thing or two about tasteful foot fetishes. Nothing but respect for my goat.
Okay, so it turns out that the bats can't actually hit you so long as you remain in the fetal position. The only problem with this strategy is that you can never escape. This is just my life now. Hot jump scare. Therapy isn't enough, man. He needs to be shot.
I'll show him next week. So he is doing a sequel. The fact that sunflower boss has a phase 3 has got to be so annoying. After I beat the phase 2, I was like, yeah, this boss wasn't so bad. And bro literally just gets back up. Alright, it's Mesmer time. It's Mesmer time. Time to mess around. My favorite part about Mesmer the Impaler is the fact that this dude impales you many times for the price of one. This guy literally knows how to double dog dare you. He will spit roast your ass. Bro will go for your throat and asshole at the same time.
Tarnished, it seems.
I'm a snake.
That's Bao. That's why they included Bao in this video. I'm a snake.
Please don't pay attention to him.
Inspired by history. Embrace your spirit at cockpitusa.com.
Who are you?
I'm a snake.
See, you did it again. I don't like that. But if one so bereft of light must know the name of his demise.
This guy's such a cool boss, by the way. This is honestly a masterpiece.
Let it be so. For in the words of Mother Marika, was my crusade ordained. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
Dude, mommy issues literally fucking intensified 1,000-fold to create this piece of shit. I love how it's like, his mom is literally dead right now. She is on a fucking cross, impaled, okay? She ain't doing shit. But it doesn't even matter. It's like when mom gives you an issue and then mom just disappears and you spend your entire life doing this shit. In a different universe, this guy could have ended up the Penguin from fucking Batman.
Embrace of Mesmer's fury.
I love his attacks because they're like, once you actually learn his attacks, it is so fun to dodge them and shit.
Mesmer the Impaler, Grim King of the Shadowlands, and the world's most unfortunate incel, trapped in the darkness of his goon cave.
He literally is just sitting in his goon cave waiting for his mom to reply to his text. Like, this is some pretty sad shit.
Is here to show us that those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame. Or so he
Bro
tells
just
us.
Wants to be embraced. It's so sad.
Every single time we die to him. And at this point he seems kind of bored of it. This is the only major boss fight in the game where the first phase is harder than the second.
Honestly, so true. His first phase, he does like the insane, massive strike combos, and the second phase is honestly one of the most beautiful, aesthetic boss fights in the entire game. I think after Bale and after Rykard, it's like the aesthetics of phase 2 are fucking glorious.
With most of his moves acting as very thorough explanations. Autism be damned, my man can cook a fucking shish kebab.
Bro.
You see, on a fundamental level, Mesmer is both extremely simple and quite complicated. Simple in that we are fighting a straightforward duel.
A stripper. You're fighting a stripper. This guy is a stripper.
With an intuitive yet rapid...
Dude has mommy issues. He ended up disappointing his parents. He's stuck living his own life. He's stripping to make cash. He's tapping his foot under the stalls of bathrooms, waiting for strange fucking senators to tap his foot back.
Moveset, and complicated in that every single attack is its own unique psychological torment, demanding and necessitating a great deal of discipline, where even the slightest hint of panic immediately results in death.
Yeah, true, because you need to dodge like 47 different combos every single time, and his spear is so long, his long, thick, girthy spear will reach your asshole wherever it is.
This guy just does not know when to stop. It is
even if it's just the tip.
Actually getting funny at this point, almost always engaging us in extremely long combos where every other attack is laced with gunpowder. But if the player is able to dodge his
I love how dude feeds his snakes gunpowder so he can throw them at you and then blow them up.
Onslaught, Mesmer offers generous and ample openings, sometimes in the middle of mix-ups, before winding up another flurry and beginning the process all over again. Which is, of course, assuming that the combo is actually going to end. Mesmer, you need to put that snake away. There are children here.
I'm a snake.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
With hilarious belligerence and range that is not to be underestimated, combined with a large and varying skill set, this boss makes for a fight that is as beautifully fun as it is incredibly sleek. Mesmer has the oppression of Renala, the spectacle of Bale, the good looks and charm of Rykard,
yes!
and the smoothness of Radigan, all coming together in this one ridiculous battle that
It's such a good fight, honestly. It's such a good fight.
I genuinely cannot stop playing. No, seriously,
No, you can't stop because you literally can't beat this guy. This dude killed me for hours straight.
I would like to beat it now, combining to make for an outstanding game of skill with a great deal to love and one very good reason to hate.
No.
Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. Things are gonna get better. Don't pull a fucking Uchiha clan member and rip out your eyeball or something. That'd be cringe.
This can't be happening.
I'm a snake.
I suffered hundreds of years to be king of ashes.
Oh. Mommy!
Mother,
Mommy!
if I must be forsaken so, then forgive me.
Bro goes full Uchiha.
This one indulgence.
Yeah! There's so much beautiful character design in every single one of these characters, and Elden Ring is really a masterpiece. That's why Elden Ring, by the way, is S tier on my lore tier list. It is literally up there with fucking Lord of the Rings and Warhammer 40k. It is the S tier of lore.
I'm a snake.
Shut up!
Soon tarnished, wilt thou be taken.
Forgive me, this one indulgence. Sorry, proceeds to jork it.
In the jaws of the abyssal serpent.
I'm a snake!
Shore of light. Over and over again.
Dude, I fucking love the Maxor edits every time. Unleash the VTuber! What a good fight. I'm surprised it didn't show like the weird teleporty snake shit, because that looked so fucking good. Again, I think the aesthetics in the Mesmer fight are top 3 in the game. Stunning game, honestly. Dude, wait, Bao's only voice line was I'm a snake? Oh my god. More tree sentinels. Beautiful. I knew he'd end with the shaman village. Yeah, Bao didn't have more voice lines probably because the snake didn't actually like inflate. If it would have been like a snake balloon, then Bao would have really been unleashed. But the snake kind of stayed the same girth, whereas Bao prefers like inflation in her voice acting.
I'm maybe halfway through the DLC.
Bro! Great fucking video. I love his videos so much. They really give you an appreciation of the world. Like, for sure, for sure. I know that it's not necessarily 100% lore accurate necessarily, but it really gives you an appreciation for the world in such a fantastic way. Nothing but respect for Maxor. I fucking love this man's videos. Definitely check him out. You did a great job, and I'm excited for part 2, and I will definitely be reacting to part 2. As you know, I will consume all lore, and Elden Ring is S tier on the lore list. I've consumed at this point probably dozens of lores through my lore diving extraordinaires. Very excited to keep diving into other shit like League of Legends and D&D and, you know, more Warhammer. I'm excited. I'm excited to continue my lore diving, but this was a beauty. This was a real beauty. If you want to check my other Elden Ring lore dives, definitely check them out. Subscribe for future lore dives. I will consume all of it. Every video game, every show, every fucking shit with crazy amount of lore, I'll be there. So subscribe. Definitely check out Maxor. Fucking Elden Ring is really a masterpiece, and I really love it. Thank you for being here. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam. People banned on Twitch and terrorists. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to a brand new video. Today, Twitch has probably gotten to its lowest of lows. I know with all the low lows that Twitch has been, you're probably not gonna believe me, but I have fantastic news. They have reached an even lower low than I personally even expected possible. So, Hassan basically did an entire stream glazing an assassin, which is a shock. I am in shock, and oh no, this is so sad. Obvious sarcasm, because a guy got assassinated. Anyway, we're gonna cover that in more depth. So that was pretty crazy. But even crazier than that is that there is someone that was banned on Twitch that's even worse than Hassan. And he was only banned for a week. Ethan made a whole video about it, talking about that entire situation. So we are going to dive into this whole story, because as you know, Nux Slop content is actually evolving. Nux Slop content used to be simple react to some guy. Now we are reacting to multiple guys. Our stories are getting more complex because unfortunately, these are some topics that I really don't see a lot of people talking about, and honestly they should, because this is kind of fucking crazy. Like, this guy was unironically like a Hitler-hailing psychopath. This guy that got banned on Twitch. Like, dude, look at this. What happens when the biggest Arabic Twitch streamer catches a tiny temp ban for a little Judenhaten? That's a little bit of Jew-hating. Twitch can't keep its stars banned. Answer, his fans react how you would expect. All right, this is what happened when this guy got banned, and I'll show you what he got banned for later. Look at this shit. Okay, I'm gonna just mute it because don't want to get copyrighted on this shit, but basically, this was his community's response to his ban. So bro got banned on Twitch for 2 weeks, and this was his community's response. And then Twitch lowered his ban to only 1 week from 2 weeks. What? Anyway, this keeps going for 2 minutes. It's 2 full minutes of this. It's literally 2 minutes of this. I'm not even exaggerating. Anyway, Twitch gave me a chance to reduce my ban by 50%, but I have to pass this test. Look at the questions. I don't think I'm gonna pass. And then he passed the test. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the clip that he was banned for. I'm gonna show you some of the random shit that he's been saying. After he got banned, he made this whole tweet talking about killing Jews and stuff, you know, classic Twitch streamer shenanigans. This dude, by the way, on Twitch has 1.7 million followers. This guy that got banned on Twitch. Like, this is a big deal. So we're gonna get to that story. We're gonna get to all the stories, but there's some Twitch downfalls to enjoy. They lost like 90% of their ads at this point, which is pretty crazy. Not someone here supporting the adpocalypse or anything, but that's pretty fucking crazy. That's pretty insane. But anywho, we start with the Hassan supporting an assassin, and then we move on. All right, I'm telling you, this episode of slop is gonna really get your slop sloppening. The slop truly thickens. So first, Hassan's immediate reaction.
How does Alaska's land help fund community services for Alaskans with behavioral health conditions and developmental disabilities? Through the Alaska Mental Health Trust Authority. The Trust Land Office manages our 1 million acres of lands for one purpose: to maximize revenue through a variety of activities. The Trust distributes millions of dollars in grants each year to support projects and initiatives that improve mental health outcomes for Trust beneficiaries statewide.
I'm Cody, and I'm a petroleum engineer with ConocoPhillips Alaska. I got my degree right here at home, and now I enjoy my job getting to optimize Alaska's oil production. Every day, I get to use technology and innovation to maximize production from our existing oil fields. That keeps oil in the pipeline, and that helps Alaskans. It's a great thing to grow up here, get a degree here, and now get to work here for a company that truly cares about Alaska's future. ConocoPhillips Alaska, committed to Alaska for more than 50 years.
To the guy that assassinated the CEO of United Healthcare. Now, I'm just gonna be clear. I don't fucking approve of healthcare systems. I think CEOs of healthcares, I don't fucking like those people. They're all fucking scumbags, literal scumbags. But cheering on assassinations of people you disagree with, I think, is a pretty fucking bad precedent to set. This guy that got assassinated happens to be, I'm probably not gonna lose any sleep over him specifically. This is the guy, Hassan, who tweeted this over some, a politician, and he tweeted a homemade shotgun, which is pretty insane. So anyway, this was his take.
He pulled the mask down because he was flirting. Wow, per John Miller's and among the interviews law enforcement has been conducting, they spoke to a female employee at the hostel who said at one point she asked the then masked man to lower his mask while flirting with him, which is then why this photo was released to the NYPD.
Ready for the take?
He's so sick.
Yeah, he's so sick, huh, this guy? Oh, this assassin that just murdered a man in broad daylight? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, he's so sick. Anyway, here's a 32-minute compilation. Don't worry, we're not going to watch the whole thing. I just got to show you a couple of fun parts specifically. Don't worry. I have a few moments that I wanted to talk about. But this guy, glazing Hassan, just nutted. Yeah, listen, this man, he likes terrorists. I don't, like, maybe this is just me, like, misunderstanding the context, okay? All right, I'm just saying. The dude denied a third of the medical insurance he sells, so he kills his customers. The CEO deserved it. Again, not supporting the CEO. I think the CEO is probably a fucking evil bitch, all right? Not saying that I'm supporting the CEO, but supporting actual assassins, murdering people because you don't like them, has got to be the most insane thing I've ever seen. So anyway, look at this shit.
Let's talk about the story. United Healthcare CEO
he covers the story very nicely in the beginning. I want to just show you how he covers the story.
Murked by a hitman. Now, of course, I must urge you not to Fed post in this chat, even though I think this is one of the first instances where I've ever seen so much universal support for something that is so criminal.
Yeah, that's a objectively bad thing for a universal support of an assassin. Again, not supporting this freaking CEO asshole, okay? Literally not doing that at all. All right, this piece of shit, I will not lose sleep over him. But supporting an assassin is fucked up, okay? Literally fucked up. Like, insane. Like, you do realize if Trump would have actually gotten assassinated, this dude would have fucking started partying.
You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't know. We're living in interesting times. We're living in scary times. We're living in interesting times. Let's take a look at the story.
In-style killing, the killer is at large, but he left behind a trail of clues here at the scene that may lead police to him and to a possible motive, suggesting anger with the insurance industry.
This morning, suggesting anger with, yeah, all right.
A frantic manhunt for the man authorities.
So this dude, big homie over here, okay, Mr. CEO.
Look how he's describing someone that gets murdered in broad daylight. Look at the way he describes this story. This has got to be the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life.
Walking up to his hotel, okay, having a wonderful day. You know, he's like, man, I can't wait to get a child with cancer, no coverage, so they're family is saddled with medical debt. You know, just a regular old day for Mr. CEO. He's just like, walking over to my medical conference where I'm going to go, you know, hang out with a bunch of other CEOs and we're going to talk about how many claims we denied. I assume that's what's happening in the mind of a healthcare CEO.
I wonder what's happening in the mind of a child audience member of Hassan's Twitch chat. I mean, I don't think that these fucking massive CEO pieces of shit are thinking of positive things. They're probably thinking money. Listen, I'm not denying that. But that said, brother, I wonder what the child audience Twitch chat of Hassan's stream are thinking right now. When he's describing dude gets murdered in broad daylight, because I didn't like him because of some arbitrary reason. Like, I wonder what they're thinking. I personally wonder if they are getting clues and maybe winks that murdering people that are, you know, arbitrarily defined as bad people is cool. I mean, I wonder.
On any given Sunday, right? Like, you got to be constantly thinking like, man, $35 billion in pure profit this year. What a banger. Artificial intelligence to deny claims, 90% of which are actually wrong.
Allegedly, it's in the post. Allegedly, that means that it is not necessarily wrong. Again, I'm not defending this guy, but like this is just misinformation that he is saying. But that said, fuck that dude. Fuck that dude that got killed. I don't like him. I don't support him. I have no respect for him. But fuck the dude that murdered a man in broad daylight too. Like, this is the most easy, closed, open and shut situation, in my opinion, ethically, on the planet.
What a fantastic invention I engaged in. The medical innovation. Oh my Lord. The amount of coverage that we can just deny because we made up some random AI thing. So sick. Like, that's probably what's going on in his mind. Okay. I mean, he's up early. That Sigma grind set. It's 6 a.m. He up early as hell thinking about all the ways in which he's going to ruin the lives of tens of thousands of Americans.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're that rich and that's your job, why the fuck are you up at 6 a.m.? You know what I mean?
I mean, you can ask the same question. Why Hassan, multi-millionaire Hassan, living in his mansion with a fucking Porsche Taycan, you gotta wonder why he streams for 8 hours a day. I'm just saying.
Like, why are you up 6 a.m.? Turns out this guy, he out-grindsetted the grindset CEO.
Yo, keep glazing that assassin. Keep glazing that murderer, bro.
Turns out he's up at 6 a.m. This month was up at 4 a.m. Okay? There's always a guy out there working harder, working smarter.
Yeah. All he did was murder a man in broad daylight. Like, there's nothing cringe about that. Yeah, he's just got that grind set.
He was like, oh yeah, you're up at 6 a.m. Guess what, dude? You're down at 6:30. Okay, that's what he said. Walks up to him, bloom, blap, bloom. Now, those weren't the sounds that came out of that gun, because as you can see, this is a very long barrel. Guess what? That's not a barrel. That is a silencer.
He is describing a murder. Like, I don't understand. This is the most insane shit in the world. And again, this is him talking about a healthcare CEO, but he talks this same way sometimes about what could be misconstrued as your average Jewish man on the street as well. I'm not saying that he's ever said anything anti-Semitic, because he claims he's only an anti-Zionist, not actually anti-Semitic. If that's what he says, and I'm personally never gonna make that stretch and say that he is anti-Semitic. However, he has, you know, tens of thousands of fucking morons in his chat watching this, basically talking about bling blab bloom, he murdered a man in broad daylight. Even though this man's a piece of shit, all right? I'm just saying, even though he's a piece of shit. Based on your arbitrary lines drawn in the sand of what defines a piece of shit, this is incredibly fucking dangerous stuff, in my opinion. It's a suppressor, not a silencer, Hassan. All right, gun perverts in chat. That was a joke. He calls people that like guns gun perverts. That's why I said it. But, the crazy shit about all of this is Hassan spends the next 20 minutes of this video literally just glazing this man as being a professional at murdering people. He's like, oh, he's so cool, and he was so slick, and he was so cool with it. I'm not gonna sit through this entire video because it's a little bit too painful for me. I can't sit through this shit again. I couldn't believe this, because what is this signaling to your audience? What is this signaling to your audience? Bro, is it really that far-fetched if one of the Hassan fans seeing this is like, oh, hell yeah, well, Trump is bad, let's go kill him? Like, is that so far-fetched? Like, is that such a big jump? when he's demonized by this guy all the time, and he's defining this murder as bleak, blap, bloom, loot-de-doot-de-doot-de-doo. In my opinion, that's deplorable shit. Regardless of how evil of a scumfuck this guy is, I think, in my opinion.
That's right. Now, the interesting part about that is, no, this was not a fart. It was silent but deadly, but it was not a fart. Okay, it was a suppressor on his pistol, and
It was not a fart, guys. It was not a fart.
likely using was subsonic rounds as well.
Whatever. Anyway, and he glazes him for like the next 20 minutes. I could skip through it just to show you. It's like nonstop glazing.
And continued, you know, eyes on the prize. That made me think he is a pro.
He's like, yo, this dude, he's so goated. He's so good at this. He's so cool. He's a pro. Like, it jams, and then he like puts it back together all cool, and then he takes it. He's so based.
One isn't jamming. Subsonic rounds don't have enough power to move the slide all the way. Yeah, that's what I assume. But the fact he was proficient in clearing the jam means he was expecting it to jam. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, putting myself in his shoes.
Why would you ever want to do that? Why in this thought experiment would you ever put yourself in this guy's shoes?
Situation.
Well, maybe it's because he is basically kind of signaling to his chat that he is supporting this kind of violence. Maybe? Question mark? I don't know.
Not when I'm like, you know, executing the fucking CEO of a healthcare company that is responsible for denied coverage to tens of thousands of Americans. I'm just saying, like, in a situation where like I'm shooting a gun at a range and it jams, I don't have the technical proficiency to deal with it. I'm gonna freak the f out.
And he just glazes the guy constantly. But my favorite part is here, his disavowal, because it takes him about 17 minutes of glazing until he actually gets to the point where he disavows assassinations. All right, this is a pretty slam dunk. Hassan could literally walk away, a golden man, literally success. This is all streamed live on Twitch, by the way. Twitch is a wholesome website for your family and for your whole family. It's on every smart TV in America. You go on a smart television, you open up, and on the dock, the whole loading page, whatever, the home page, you got Twitch over there. Because this is some family-friendly fun for everyone. This is streamed live on Twitch. Anyway, but here's where the man that's being looked up to by his entire chat, by the way, he had 7.5 million viewers over the course of the election night alone. So this guy, he has a big reach, he has a big influence. He called me out personally, which always feels nice. So that's how I know that I'm obviously doing the right thing here. But yeah, anywho, get ready for this shit.
The ways in which people analyze this unconscionable act of violence. Chat, let me just say, I want to stress this importance, okay? I do not condone the assassination of insurance CEOs, healthcare CEOs. I do not condone it. I condemn it.
The sarcasm dripping from his voice.
I condemn. Just want to get it out of the way, you know? Just want to say it off the rip. I don't want anybody clipping it.
It's not off the rip. You're 17 minutes into a video. That was the stream that was like hours long.
Anything else? And
it was hours of glazing this man, or however long it was. At least 17 minutes of this video alone, which is just clips of the stream. And now he's off the rip, just saying he doesn't condone it in the most obvious sarcasm voice of all time.
Running around, maybe 6 years later, I'm at a debate stage and someone comes up and is like, at a time when there's a lot of political violence, don't you feel responsible for healthcare insurance executives getting assassinated? You know, I don't want none of that. Yeah,
that's right. So he is condemning an assassin because he doesn't want this to be a gotcha on a debate 6 years later. Aha! You see, that's a pretty interesting reason why you think that condemning an assassin. What the fuck?
Little bro will put the condemnation in the bag, okay? I will. Kinda lame. But having said that he
condemns an assassin. All right, this is pretty basic shit.
Having gotten my condemnations out of the way, my very serious, my very sincere condemnations out of the way. It is very interesting. It is very interesting. I would never say it, but what I'm seeing other people say, oh my God, okay? I would never say it. You can't even catch me thinking it. But what I have seen from others, Medicare for on the ballot, 100% of the votes, okay? Full table sweep. I'm not saying nothing, but it does seem like people are very mad about the healthcare situation in this country. You know what I mean?
I don't support the action of this person, but he's kind of sexy. And I'm kind of giggling about it a lot for some reason.
I'm not saying it, but many people are. Let's talk about...
I'm not saying I support this situation, but I am. Like, dude, this is the craziest thing in the universe. Like, honestly, some of the most wild shit ever. Anyway, I fully condemn assassinating people, okay? If no matter the context, basically, all right? Unless there's some fucking revolution, authoritarian regime, Nazi party starts, all right, then maybe, whatever. But just in a regular democratic system to just go out there and just murk a guy in real life, it's pretty fucked up. That said, this assassin guy, who knows who paid him to do this shit and kill this guy? Next thing they could pay him to do is kill your mama, because she fucking bumped into his car in a parking lot. The point is, obviously, this is fucked up shit. Now, this guy, this CEO guy, fuck this guy. We will not be remembering him positively, okay? But anyone that's actually praising and glazing this fucking assassin, in my opinion, is insane. And Hassan normalizing something like this to a massive audience in a video with currently 430,000 views, this is insane. And it's basically sending a message that if there's something that you arbitrarily disagree with, go kill that guy. At least that's the perspective I get. But anyway, this is unironically not the weirdest thing that happened on Twitch in the last 24 hours. So don't worry, guys. We're only getting started. The Nuxanor Slop deep dive is actually getting crazier than you think. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna keep getting better and better. So anyway, Ethan Klein made a video titled, "Why Does Nobody Care?" talking about maybe the craziest Twitch ban of all time. Literally, unironically, maybe the craziest Twitch situation ever, where this guy with 1.7 million followers, straight up Hitler glazing, gets banned. I'll show you the clip that got him banned, and I'll show you how Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, has been banning people asking him questions about the anti-Semitism stuff. So let's get into this situation. As you know, I, Lord Nuxanor, cover everything. So subscribe. God damn it. I will cover all the shit, all the chaos, slop in the universe that other people are scared to cover because literally no one covered this, okay? Well, this part they did, but the previous part they didn't. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's see what it's all about.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
It is Ethan Klein.
I don't understand. Why does this camera actually have good quality? Something's wrong here.
From the basement with a light and a good camera. That's right, I'm all set up here. And today, I've got a special episode of Ethan Klein crashing out solo on his own, featuring none other than Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch.
What did he do?
And the director of community marketing. She's the head of TwitchCon, Mary Kish. Now, these two people were conducting a Q&A, I believe, yesterday or the day before, where I think this is his first time coming online since all the...
Yeah, he literally stayed away from going live ever since the anti-Semitism allegations. For those of you that aren't fully up to date with the Twitch lore and my current beef with Twitch, why I am in hiatus from streaming on Twitch, for those of you not up to date with the current lore, the TLDR is Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. They have banned all of Twitch from Israel for over a year. Silently and secretly. They then lied about it, and then they claimed that it was only some signups and some not signups they allowed and they didn't. That was literally all a lie. They just banned it for a full fucking year, and they claimed because of a war, but that's bullshit because there are lots of wars going on, and they never banned any of those countries ever. They have never geo-blocked a country. They have also had a Arab to Jew tier list on the Twitch, actual TwitchCon panel that was streamed on the official Twitch channel on Twitch, which is pretty fucked up. Anyway, that's the TLDR you need to know about. All right, you got fucking Houthi terrorists streaming on Twitch, talking about how they want to curse the Jews and a death upon Israel and shit like that. And all that stuff, for some reason, was on Twitch and only, you know, addressed after the entire fucking shitstorm that happened, partially caused by me. Not taking any credit. Other people have louder voices than I do, but I currently am enjoying the chaos that is going on in this man's head. This dude's losing his shit, the CEO of Twitch. He's losing his mind. But anywho, it gets worse.
The anti-Semitism broke. It's been about 40 days or something. So he comes on here and he's going to be doing...
Bro's like, Moses waited 40 days on the mountain. I'm going to wait 40 days until I make my first appearance. I've been hiding in my goon cave the entire time, looking at Twitch girls shake their booties and not get banned.
Some Q&As, answering questions from the community. Come here, Ducks. Ducky's here, by the way.
Oh,
Ducky does not tolerate anti-Semitism of any kind.
Let's go, Ducky. Woo!
And while they're taking questions, they get a few. Well, here, let me just give you an idea of what goes on here.
And it's my first time with Dan hosting.
This is a Q&A. They are answering any questions posed by the community.
so exciting.
But during the course of this
Uh-oh.
here,
What happened?
from chatters, let's take a look.
What happened?
Here it is. Now these weren't even
Oh my
phrased like
God.
rudely. These were
There were certain people that just asked good faith questions and got banned?
phrased like fairly.
What did they
respectfully.
ask?
I mean, not very respectfully. And
God, I love me some chaos. Holy shit. Dude, Dan Clancy is literally sinking this whole fucking website. It is literally all his fault. Let's blame Asmongold for the apocalypse. Let's blame Mizkif. No, it's all Dan Clancy's fault. This guy's the CEO. It's his ship. He knows what's going on. He's literally letting the ship fester. Oh, get fucking cooked, bitches.
these people were permanently banned
I wonder why. What did they say?
for it. This person was permanently banned. They says, why do you not ban streamers that show terror propaganda on your website?
That's a pretty valid question.
It's explicitly not allowed in TOS, but if you're big enough, you let them get away with it.
Damn, that's so weird because it does in fact say in the terms of service on Twitch, you're not allowed to show terrorist propaganda. But interestingly enough, terrorist propaganda was shown on Twitch on Hassan's stream. And he didn't get banned. That's so interesting. It's fascinating. What the nepotism is happening? Holy nepotism, Batman. Holy anti-Semitism, Batman. What's going on? Why is it that when Hassan shows terrorist propaganda, he doesn't get banned when it's in the terms of service? In my opinion, it's a perfectly valid question for a Q&A. It's not even worded in like a terrible way. It's just honestly, unironically, just a valid fucking question. Anyway, he got banned for asking this question. That's pretty fucked up. That's a pretty fucked up question to ask, I suppose.
Permanently banned. Another user asked, do you care to comment about the ADL and anti-Semitism on Twitch? That, by the way, completely fairly written.
Dude, this is literally like the fucking most normal question on the planet. Do you care to comment about the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, and the anti-Semitism on Twitch? Like, people are saying there's this anti-Semitism situation. Is there anything you'd like to, like, say about it? Like, I'm just curious and wondering. By the way, I don't think I ever showed you this one. This is a whole other Hassan terrorist clip. This is basically a clip of him glazing Hamas, who are terrorists, by the way, how they are assembling sniper rifles.
Hamas produces their own motherfucking sniper rifles.
Yeah, keep glazing them, bro.
Called the Qassam Ghoul sniper rifle, which is derived from the Iranian AM-50 Sayyad.
This is terrorist propaganda. Like, I'm not even, no glazing. It's like, it's a whole ass fucking music video about making sniper rifles. That's also, by the way, definitely fake. There's no way this is real. They're not making sniper rifles out of fucking bathtubs, okay? Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, aside from that, it is literally a propaganda video. This goes against every form of Twitch's terms of service.
These motherfuckers are making artisanal bathtub sniper rifles, man. That's
Yeah, keep glazing the defined terrorist organization by the United States, and basically the United Nations define Hamas as a terrorist organization. This isn't some Houthi shit where the Houthis went on and off the list back and forth, all right? This is like actual terrorist propaganda. No sugarcoating.
It's crazy.
It's weird. I don't hear him denouncing any of this. Like, if I was Hassan, I would be like, wow, terrorism is actually bad, actually. Anyway, you don't need to see the whole video. It's literally just an entire video of him munching on his food while he's glazing terrorists. That's the whole fucking video. And saying you will continue to kill your soldiers. When he's saying soldiers, it means any Jew in Israel. That is what it means when it says soldiers. By the way, in case you were curious, because according to people like Hassan, settler babies are legitimate military targets. As I've showed in a previous video. So this is terrorist propaganda. And he just shows the whole fucking video on Twitch without any form of commentary or anything. But anyway, the reason why I bring this up is because this is a pretty valid question to ask the CEO. Interestingly enough, they not only don't answer the question, but they ban the guy that asked it. That's pretty crazy.
Not judgmental, not loaded. They were permanently banned for asking that question. It's kind of what everybody's been talking about. So if we're gonna be doing a Q&A, let's not.
It's a Q&A, but only questions that I ask myself. This is how Mr. Beast prepares for his interviews. All right, so now we're doing a Q&A. Are we sure what Ethan is showing is real? Yes, we are sure that what Ethan is showing is real. If you want, I can show you other people have shown the exact same thing. But yes, these are real.
Not ignore the elephant in the room here, people. You know what I mean? I have a friend who called me with an anecdote. This is a big creator.
Holy shit, this clip. I opened Twitch to find the clip of, to find these actual screenshots and prove that they're real. I'm pretty sure he proves they're real later, but I accidentally stumbled on this.
The terrorist propagandist of the year.
Keep going hard.
Dude.
When's Hassan receiving the terrorist propagandist of the year?
The terrorist propagandist of the year award. Ain't no fucking way. No.
Hard.
Dude,
all the time.
what a
Just
funny
go
fucking
it seems
thing
crazy.
to do.
I get drained watching the streams.
That's just
like
what
how?
makes like
How do
that's
you guys
comedy.
do this?
And the winner. Terrorist propaganda. It's like between him, Asman.
Yeah, right. But we just got to keep going. You can't stop. This
Everyone's like,
opportunity
oh my god, who's gonna win this
So
award
I feel
this year?
like really watching like from like the outside in, a lot of people would think that, you know, like
Canute gives out
like
the
we have to
award.
break on, but not every single time when you take like a little break, it's literally we just planning, resetting a little.
Him,
and trying to
Asman,
push
Frogan,
the pedal.
Destiny, and
Damn. Well, thank you so much for sharing some of your insights, guys.
on all the nominations.
That was
Oh my god, you can't, bro. You can't. Holy shit. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Streamer, someone that I trust who has no reason to lie to me. They were a part of a event that got canceled, and he got a call from Dan Clancy, who says, "I'm so sorry. We have to be super careful right now with brand friendliness."
Interesting.
And the reason that we're doing this, and he apparently name dropped me, because people like Ethan Klein, who don't actually care about anti-Semitism, are cynically going after our platform.
Seemingly.
So there's Dan Clancy, who apparently thinks that I'm doing this, that I'm burdened half my audience just for fun, and that I don't, and that I think he doesn't think it's actually a problem, which is ironic.
I think he knows it's a problem. I don't know. I've been saying this about Dan Clancy for a very long time. I don't want to leak any DMs of stuff that I said a long time in the past, but if you're worried about brand friendliness on the platform, I would suggest starting off by stepping down as the CEO and banning Hassan. At least a little bit, like at least punish him a little bit, like holy shit. Honestly, bro, dog, dude, fire the fucking trust and safety team like now. Yeah, no, it's definitely not for the anti-Semitism at all. All the Jews that are literally being like, wow, this is actually really scary that there's anti-Semitism on the platform. Like you have people actually doing the Hail Hitler stuff on Twitch in front of children. That's pretty scary. And they're like, nah, don't worry, Jews, you're overreacting, Jews. When's the last time something bad happened to the Jews? Am I right, guys?
Considering what we're going to talk about next. Now,
He's going to make a video or stream this video of you saying he needs to get banned. I do think he needs to get banned. Bro broke the terms of service. If Twitch wants to make believe it's some sort of fair and honest and not biased website, they should ban him. They banned Asmongold. They should ban him too. Why is this is not controversial. I'm not saying he should be deplatformed from every platform forever. That's not what I'm saying about Hassan. Whether I like him or not, I do believe in freedom of speech, but I also believe in fair terms of service and fair trust and safety team.
Here is one of Twitch's largest Arabic streamers. He has 1.7 million followers. His name is Rakanu Live. Here's his
I don't know who that guy is, but 1.7 million followers on Twitch. I'm sure he doesn't say anything negative about Jews.
Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have VODs, so I can't show you.
That's a shock.
But I do have lots of stuff saved. He was actually recently faced a 2-week ban for during a streaming. During a stream, he was saying stuff like "fuck you, Jew" and "I love Hitler."
That's pretty fucked up, I would say. I would argue that that's relatively anti-Semitic. You can't even conflate that as being anti-Zionist. That is anti-Semitic. If you say "fuck you, Jew, Heil Hitler," you probably don't like Jews. Listen, maybe you do like Jews and you're just tricking us, but you probably don't.
Which, again, I don't know if Dan considers that anti-Semitic. We might have to check with the ADL on that one. You know, Dan he's not quite sure where to put that.
Again, I think everyone's giving Dan a lot of leeway. They're just like, oh, he's just an old man. He doesn't really know what's going on. He knows what's going on, okay? All right? Bro knows what's happening. They're beating his ass in the replies, old man.
But he was banned for 2 weeks. Just before we get into that, show you a preview of what this guy...
Here's how the average man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime because it's 100% free. Day 2, he realizes how clean and clutter-free his browsing experience has been since he got Pi. He doesn't have to deal with annoying cookie pop-ups or targeted ads. Day 3, he can finally binge YouTube and Twitch without interruption because Pi works on every website you visit on Chrome. Day 4, he discovers that when he does see ads, he can get paid to see them. Day 5, his life has improved 1,000 times because of the peace he gets from experiencing an ad-free internet. He decides he never wants to go back to life without Pi and tells all his friends and family to download.
Guy's been talking about on social media. On October, 4 days after October 7th, he said,
now I get a
"My
man.
eyes are full. God burned the Jews."
All right, so this is after October 7th, right, which was a massive terrorist attack, the most Jews murdered since the Holocaust in a single day. And that's what this guy says. A streamer on Twitch with 1.7 million followers, by the way. That's pretty fucked up.
Sure, he means Zionist. He must just mean Zionist. Here's another one. God cursed the Jews everywhere. Oh, well, okay. That one's a little harder to defend because he says, God, see how I said I love that person who worries them, and this one is happy and says they deserve it. God damn the Jews everywhere. It's all in Arabic, so it's a little bit tricky. So if he says, God damn the Jews everywhere, that's...
He's referring to me, by the way. Canadian fucking blue internet person, me.
Kind of hard because they're talking about everywhere, you know, not just Israel, right? You would agree with that, Dan. So...
Don't say that too loud. Dan Clancy's gonna make believe none of this ever happened. Don't worry.
This is the kind of stuff that's been going on here with our good friend. But what happened? Here's a clip.
All right.
Calling
Let's
his
see the
opponents
clip.
Jews as an insult and saying he loves Hitler.
Come, you pig, I will.
You pig.
Come, you pig,
You Jew.
trash.
You trash juke scum. You can actually kind of hear him. I know this because it's from the original VOD, but this is the best we could do in finding what survived.
I love the best. Come.
Etc. etc. It's just he's having a gamer moment, which is fair, you know.
Listen, I'm not one to judge others' gamer moments too harshly. But it's not like this is an obscure thing. He spends half his streams, every stream, talking about "damn you, you cursed Jew," or whatever he says. That's pretty fucked up, I would argue. It's not super obscure. Now, a lot of people in chat are saying, but he did get banned though. He got banned for 2 weeks, and then they knocked the ban down to 1 week. Okay? Bruh. This is not like PewDiePie on the bridge. This is an army of bridges.
That's just what we do when us gamers get heated.
Again, I'm not gonna sit here and condemn every pop-off moment in gaming, but holy balls.
However, so he was banned for 2 weeks for this, although he Twitch reduced it to 1 week.
For good behavior.
Here's his Twitter replies, by the way, when he was announced that he got banned.
Oh, don't worry. He seems very remorseful on Twitter after he gets banned.
Let's see. Here's his community.
Right. I'm not noticing
I think
anything weird.
noticed something here that's
What's going on? I don't see anything.
somewhat common.
Really? What?
A commonality here, but I'll just
Where's
scroll.
the commonality? I don't see anything
Let's see.
common specific.
Okay.
Surely it's a coincidence that there's 3 Hitler replies in a row. That's a coincidence, honestly.
Picture of Hitler.
That could happen to anyone.
This one's sensitive.
Oh.
You click that. Oh, it's
no.
just a picture of Hitler.
No, but
Okay.
it's obviously a coincidence. There's no way this one of the biggest streamers on Twitch with 1.7 million followers that currently got his ban decreased to only 1 week is gonna have a community like this, right? There's no way. Twitch is like a gaming platform for kids. Like, it's a kids gaming platform, 13+ platform that's on every smart television in America. Every Nintendo Switch could get into Twitch. You know, every Tesla has Twitch on their fucking dashboard. Like, it's pretty crazy to think that Elon Musk's Tesla has Twitch on their home screen on their car. Like, when you click the entertainment button on Tesla, not saying that Tesla should boycott Twitch or anything, but when you click the entertainment button on a Tesla screen, the screen gives you a bunch of options, like, you know, it gives you Netflix and YouTube and Twitch. It's kind of wild to think that this is like a community on Twitch right now, but it's probably a coincidence. There were only 4 Hitlers. There are only 4 Hitlers.
Got it. Let's see here. Hitler is your
No, but that's meme Hitler. It's probably different because there's like a bow.
master. Here's a Heil Hitler from a nice.
Or maybe it's just someone shooting a 3-pointer. Like, we could see this in a different light. Don't worry, Dan Clancy. I got your ass.
Man, this one's censored. Let's see. Oh, it's
That is literally the Hunger Games.
yeah, it's Heil Hitler's.
No, it's the Hunger Games. It's a subtle reference. It probably has nothing to do with the Hitler salute, honestly.
Actually, and this one, oh, it's Hitler again.
No, but that, again, these could be coincidental by the fact that there's only like what, 7 Hitlers now, 8 Hitlers. Like, it could be referencing something else. It might have nothing to do with the Jews.
All right, so you guys get the idea.
That's a lot of
At the
Hitlers.
sort of community he's fostering here.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh.
It's
God.
a lot of Hitlers, man.
I feel like. Oh no! There's one with his face on it. That's
Not this one. Oh, this one was actually really nice. It shows
Let's go.
IDF girls dancing and doing
All right.
TikToks and stuff. Again, these are mandatory conscriptions. They're all like 18, 19 years old.
Oh.
Now here they roll the pictures from October 7th of civilians being murdered.
Oh, That's pretty fucked up, I would argue.
People being taken hostage after they were raped, rocket attacks
Which Hassan denies, by the way. He still denies that any sexual violence occurred.
in Tel Aviv, paragliders who mass murdered concert goers, that kind of stuff. Not, just some light viewership.
Oh, and this is a classic one because this has the streamer guy that got banned, his face photoshopped on a Hitler.
I mean, I could go all day. It's kind of actually pretty impressive.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's
People are
sick.
putting
Oh
his
my
face
God.
on Hitler, which is
Lord.
epic and awesome. Now, what did he have to say about it? Here's his response. Let's take a look. Again, this is all like been erased and in Arabic, so I'm doing my best here.
All right.
But
What
he
else we
said, in translation, even if 100 years pass, may God curse the Jews above every land and beneath every sky, you pigs, he said. He's just talking about Zionists. He also said down here, I met a Jew in Qud who was wearing a pig flag and cursing Gaza. I did not tolerate it, and I
Get the people you care about the great gifts they deserve today. Then pay over time at Aaron's. Rent to own the furniture, appliances, or the tech they'll love with low, budget-friendly payments. In-store and at Aaron's.com.
If trying something new opened up a whole new world of possibilities, would you embrace it? If a small change could make a big difference, would you say yes? If it meant more energy when you need it, or starting your day on the right foot. If a choice is all it is, then today, say yes to doing better, to feeling better, to being better. With Rise Mushroom Coffee's creamy and delicious blend of 6 functional mushrooms, every cup can help improve digestion with long-lasting energy and immunity support. A better routine starts here.
separated from him and took him, his mother, and family captive, and I praised Hitler. I'm not quite sure if he's making
Now, this could just be like an average Twitter. It's pretty crazy to me that this is a partnered streamer on Twitch that just got unbanned. Like, let's just understand the context here. That this is a guy unbanned. The irony here is you have this guy who like just made like this army of tweets about Hitler and cursing Jews and all that fun stuff, and he's on Twitch and he's screaming death to the Jews like on the daily and all that shit. All right, guys. Why is it that the woke people on Twitter aren't calling him a Nazi? Like, I would think that the guy that praises Hitler every day on his streams should be called a Nazi. Like, that's a pretty reasonable person to call a Nazi. But no. You know who's called a Nazi? That's right, me, Jewish old Nuxenor over here. Classic Nazi situation where I say that, oh, I don't like DEI in video games. That's a bit of a Nazi moment. Did you just have a Hitler pop-off moment when you said you thought Dragon Age the Veilguard was cringe? That's basically Nazi propaganda right there. Classic shit. This guy? No, he's cool. Whatever. Can't believe that Twitch would ban this guy. That's crazy. Let's go.
Joke that he took them hostage and praised Hitler, or if this is actually a real anecdote where he said, like, Hail Hitler or something to an actual group of folks he encountered. I'm not really sure.
Damn.
But,
damn.
And again,
Like, I knew this was getting real, but this guy was banned on Twitch for 2 weeks and got unbanned after only 1 week. Let's put this into perspective. Let's just look at this for a moment. Asmongold was banned for longer, okay? When he had his fucked up pop-off moment, all right? Like, bruh.
Give me. This is all verified real text. The URLs are here.
All right, the URLs to the stuff and the tweets and the chatters, that's all still there.
But when you open it up, it's all like HTML and stuff. But these are all verified. So this is what he had to say about the ban. Let's take a look.
All right.
Make that bigger for you. So he said, even if I get banned for a year, may Allah curse the Jews above any land and under any sky, you pigs. Okay, well, under any sky, I mean, I'm not in Israel.
Oh, shit.
And I guess he's talking about me.
Yeah, he wants you dead, Ethan. But don't worry, because I heard from Hassan directly that you don't really care about the Jews, and you're just saying this because of clout. That's what I heard. I heard Hassan say that. He's probably right. He makes a good point. When this dude is literally just cursing my life and threatening my life and shit like that, it's not personal. It's just a meme, okay? Like, why are you making this like a whole deal, Ethan? Ethan's making this a whole deal. Hassan literally said, and I believe him completely, he literally said that there isn't anti-Semitism on Twitch and that Ethan is just overreacting. And like, when I see this stuff, I have to agree. This is not, you know, a sign.
You know, or anyone in Europe or anywhere in America, really. All the lands and all the skies curse the Jews. This is the anecdote I read.
Me, Sweet Baby 8 is cringe. Twitter, you're a Nazi. This guy.
He says, someone asked him, what did he say? Or I don't know what someone asked him, but he said, all I said is, I love Hitler, heart emoji. Normal stuff. Twitch, and then this happened after everything I just showed you. Twitch decided to give me a chance and reduce the ban by 50%.
Oh, let's go Twitch. They're always looking out for streamers that get unfair bans.
But there's a test I have to pass. And with these kind of questions, I don't think I'll pass. It turns out, however, though, he did pass.
Let's go! Return of the GOAT! That was sarcasm, by the way. But you see, the thing is, when I see this guy, and I just remember Hassan say that we're overreacting. Right? Remember when Hassan said that we're overreacting about anti-Semitism on Twitch?
Come on, dude.
Like, I have to argue that he makes a good point.
Because his 2-week suspension was reduced to 1 week. So thank you to Twitch for going lenient on this guy who was clearly just misunderstood.
He was misunderstood. I think he likes Jews.
Taken out of context. Now this guy, of course, fully sponsored.
This world's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game up. Go back. He was just joking. It's fine, guys. It's literally fine. Yeah, anyway, we could laugh at the chaos or we could cry about it. In this case, I say we simply put our minds together, and instead of being sad about the obvious anti-Semitism on Twitch, let's instead just make fun of Twitch. It's a much healthier way to solve your problems. Listen, I'm no therapist, but I know that it helps me and my mental health when I shit on Twitch for these reasons that are valid.
Sponsored up. He doesn't have VODs, but I've checked it before and I've seen it. If you look at the other Arabic streamers,
You know what? I've got something.
you basically get the same ads that you would get in English. I got a Fortnite ad, a Volvo. Yeah, but
bro, they get ads. There's no way.
Everywhere.
Oh
You watch
my
him
God.
cheat me all
The anti-Semitism
night
is there
long.
anyway. Might as well handle it in the healthiest way. I agree. The anti-Semitism is there anyway. So we choose to laugh. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Put a smile on your face and make fun of the world. It's important to recognize the shit that happens, but no need to let it get you down, okay?
he's fully
Because justice will just reach around and give you a hand job when you least expect it.
monetized. He's fully added up. It's based on where you're located. So if you're in America, you're getting Volvo ads. Right after or before, you're getting a I love Hitler and fuck Jew pigs.
Dude, yikes.
1 week it was reduced to, and I'm so grateful to Twitch and their lenience. I want to ask you guys one more time, going back to the Q&A he was putting on with the head of TwitchCon.
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's,
Sweetie, get out of the pool.
it matters where you stay. Stay and save up to 20% off.